Imagine this for a second. Your city's on fire. Your store, the very place you built from scratch, is being looted. And when you dial 911, no one answers. Do you run? Or do you stay and protect what little you have left? In Los Angeles, April 1992, thousands of Korean Americans were forced to make that terrifying choice. And their answer, what we now call the Roof Koreans, wasn't just an act of courage. It was a desperate cry for survival in a world that had seemingly abandoned them. The flames of Los Angeles, more than just a verdict. The spark came from a courtroom. When 4 LAPD officers were acquitted after the brutal beating of Rodney King, despite the entire nation watching the video, Los Angeles exploded. But the riot wasn't just about Rodney King. It was about decades of pain, racial tension, and systemic injustice bubbling to the surface. Beneath the headlines, there were deeper, older wounds, especially between the Black and Korean communities. Many Korean immigrants had opened small businesses, liquor stores, markets, clothing shops in predominantly Black and Latino neighborhoods. But cultural gaps, language barriers, and mutual misunderstandings slowly built walls between the two groups. Then came the tragedy of Latasha Harlins, a 15-year-old Black girl fatally shot by a Korean store owner, Soon Ja-do. The sentence? Probation. No jail time. That verdict, just 1 year before the riots, poured gasoline on the fire. Trust shattered. Tension spiked. Koreatown left to burn. As chaos engulfed the city, looting, fires, violence, Koreatown was hit especially hard. Businesses were destroyed. Lives upended. Dreams burned to ash. But what truly broke hearts was the silence. Korean Americans called for help, but help never came. The LAPD, overwhelmed, redirected its limited forces to protect wealthier neighborhoods. Koreatown was left wide open. No police. No National Guard. No backup. For many Korean Americans, this felt like abandonment. From rooftops, they rose. With no one coming to save them, the Korean community made a decision. If no one else would defend them, they'd defend themselves. Arming themselves with rifles, shotguns, handguns, whatever they could find, they took positions on rooftops. Many of them were ex-military from South Korea. They knew how to shoot. And more importantly, they were determined not to let everything they worked for be erased overnight. These Roof Koreans, silhouetted against burning skies, became an unforgettable image. A symbol of resistance. Of resilience. Of a community refusing to be erased. Some called them heroes. Others saw them as a symbol of everything broken in the American system. But one thing was clear. They weren't just guarding buildings. They were defending dignity. The legacy in the ashes. The 1992 LA riots left behind 63 dead. Thousands injured. Billions in damages. And yet, out of the smoke, came a new awakening. Korean Americans realized they could no longer afford to stay silent. They began organizing politically, demanding representation, and building coalitions. There were efforts to heal. To rebuild bridges with the Black community. To foster understanding where only suspicion had lived. Even today, the story of the Roof Koreans sparks debate. It's a reminder of the fragility of peace. And the strength of people when the system fails them. So what do we learn from this? That in times of chaos, communities must often rely on themselves. That justice, when delayed or denied, leaves scars that burn deep. And that real peace only comes when we see each other, truly see each other, not as enemies, but as neighbors. Because in the end, we all live under the same roof.